Bitcoin is breaking out right now as we speak. And at the same time, XRP is doing even better, most likely because of some crazy update or piece of news rather that a lot of people have been waiting for. There's basically something happening tomorrow that the entire XRP community has waited for a very long while. And even though I myself am not so sure it's actually that bullish for XRP, I think that's exactly why XRP is outperforming Bitcoin right now. But in this video, I also have to cover exactly what's going on in the banking world because oh my days, guys, the situation with UBS, it's just shocking. And when I tell you that things are about to get dangerous, I'm not kidding, guys. It is going absolutely insane. Anyway, if you're a crypto holder, if you're excited about this video, make sure you press that like button. Let's try to get to 500 likes. I think yesterday's video hit about 480, so make sure you press that like button and let's dive right into the freaking news. I just went to double check and yeah, we got to 480 likes on the previous video, which is amazing, but now let's get to 500. And also, if you're looking for a platform to trade on, check out Bybit, a link is down below. It's the exchange I use, and you can get upwards of $30,000 worth of deposit bonuses, so check it out with the link down below. First of all, like I just stated, Bitcoin has yet again broken out, and right now we're on the verge, all right? We're on the verge of breaking above the price levels that we've seen yesterday. I believe that on some exchanges, the price that we hit over the last hour or so has actually beaten them, but generally speaking here, it's still a little bit of a double top. Now, as I've already addressed before, our initial target here, our first major target is at roughly $28.6 thousand. But as you can clearly see, over the last couple of days, we've built ourselves a little bit of a top at roughly $27.6 thousand. So guys, over the next couple of hours, pay close attention to this level because the moment that we break above it, a crazy rush of FOMO might occur, mostly when we get a close above this level, not just some price action, which could literally happen in the next 30 minutes, 1 hour. It's just probably a matter of time. And again, guys, even right now, I believe we are trading above all the price level we've seen recently. All we need now is a close above this level, which could come as shortly as 40 minutes from now. Anyway, as you might have noticed, the XRP price is doing significantly better than Bitcoin has. And even this number right here does not reflect how good XRP is doing. I'd say the TradingView numbers here give a better indication as these numbers start at 12 o'clock, the official beginning of the day. And that showcases that the XRP is up 5.10% while Bitcoin is only up 2.5. And again, I think the major reason for that happening right now as we speak, guys, and again, make sure you press that like button on this video, but I believe it is this right here. Swift accepts community request to start ISO 20022 migration in March. Do you guys all remember this announcement? Well, if you scroll through just a little bit, you'll see at the same time, it's clear from our community feedback there is strong momentum across the industry to implement and gain value from ISO 20022 rich data, so the revised start date of March 20th will be definitive. Financial institutions are therefore encouraged to continue preparation for the March 20th start date and consider all potential scenarios in their planning to ensure readiness for the start of ISO 20022 coexistence for CBPR Plus from that date. And if you guys look at your calendar, that's in a couple of hours from now. So this is, in my own opinion, why a lot of people right now are going absolutely crazy on the XRP buying side, even though, as I stated earlier in the video, I'm not completely sure it's justifiable. Because even with this launch, I'm not so sure exactly which part of it would just pump XRP all of a sudden, except for the fact that it's compatible and that it's something to keep in the back of our head. And as I've stated before, all these cryptos from some perspective are a little bit better prepared for our future. You have to understand it from an opposite side as well, which has a couple of different parts. Now, let me explain to you, all right, a little bit of what's going on right now in the world economy, because it is, guys, it is crazy. So John Deaton stated this: I bet 200 to 300 banks will go under if there isn't some FDIC guarantee. And this crisis has nothing to do with crypto. That's obviously because they've been trying to smack down the crypto space. But anyway, take a look at this. Mid-sized banks are reportedly requesting the FDIC to insure all deposits for 2 years per Bloomberg. What's happening right now, guys? I swear to you, this is happening. I keep telling you, crypto prices will go up, mostly because of, oh my day. These banks are all screwed. These banks are screwed. And they keep trying to tell you that it's crypto that's going down for some reason. They keep telling you. I cannot fathom a world where as long as these banks are doing this bad and they need this much help and they need to keep pulling, that crypto price is dumb. That's why I keep telling you, look for the 28,000, look for the $30,000, because even though normally I always tell you, hey, be careful for downside, it's just almost impossible right now for crypto to go down as this banking scenario is going on. So guys, that's why I'm going crazy over on Bybit. I've told you already, I have some crazy long positions open and I keep them open because as long as this is happening to the banking space and they don't know how to fix it, I'm just extremely freaking bullish. Doing so will immediately halt the exodus of deposits from smaller banks, stabilize the banking sector, and greatly reduce chances of more bank failures, the Mid-Sized Bank Coalition of America said. And you know why, guys? Because right now there's just crazy amounts of fear of bank runs. Here's Elizabeth Warren, we all know her. Fed Chair Jerome Powell took a flamethrower to banking regulations and contributed to the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. We've got to tighten up the rules and toughen up oversight to prevent more bank failures. I'm staying in the fight to get it done. Thing to hear that from a senator, that's not really assuring at all. And now even Warren Buffett is in on all this. I mean, we've got a lot of the major investors in the banking space just talking about exactly what is going on and how to prevent it all. But as you guys have hopefully already seen, Credit Suisse and UBS and a lot of other banks are just in so many crazy talks right now. UBS apparently wanted to acquire Credit Suisse, which I think was absolutely crazy. And then Justin Sun came in to say, hey, you know, I'm putting a little bit of money above that to acquire Credit Suisse. But now, about an hour ago, this released, Switzerland is considering nationalizing Credit Suisse because, well, it's just getting out of proportion. People are getting very afraid, and you know, this bank mostly had very wealthy clients. They're all switching out, and it's creating more and more problems in its wake. But here's a part of the video that I showed you guys yesterday. I want to show it to you guys again, just to get a good grip on the situation and why they're not really making things better the way they are approaching it right now.
Deposits in every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of their size, be fully insured now. Are they fully recovered? Every bank, every community bank in Oklahoma, regardless of the size of the deposit, will they get the same treatment that SVBP just got or Signature Bank just got?
A bank only gets that treatment if a majority of the FDIC board, a supermajority of the Fed board, and I, in consultation with the president, determine that the failure to protect uninsured depositors would create systemic risk and significant economic and financial consequences.
So what is your
determination?
Right. So the deposits in every community.
And now it's a little bit of a choppy video, but the premise is quite clear. One thing I should add to it though is that this was before we've heard these rumors and these news outlets state that the White House is actually looking into all of it. Because right now the major question of it all is, how far does the insurance go? And let's say this continues on, how much money will the people lose? And basically, which bank is next? Which again is reflected in this post by Unusual Wills, which I talked about earlier. Anyway, here's a little fun post David Schwartz posted. An outrageous LinkedIn work history. I think it's fake, but it's still extremely funny. Just wanted to showcase something to you. And this post right here also was kind of interesting. Bitcoin can't be used for everyday payments. We need better solutions. And then to reflect back on the topic that I talked about at the start of ISO 2022 here being, FOMO'd into by XRP community members, David Schwartz a little while ago actually gave examples as to why XRP couldn't be that cheap, or at least why it would be better for the price to be higher. He's had multiple of these outbursts, but the premise of it, the red thread, is that the higher the price, the easier it becomes for payments. And that's kind of interesting now, where that places Bitcoin at, where it's right now kind of smack back in the middle of, it's relatively too expensive for simple and easy payments of just normal P2P things. Buying a sandwich with Bitcoin is quite inefficient. On the contrary, now it's become a lot easier and more doable to actually buy a freaking jet in Bitcoin or something like that, or mansions in Bitcoin, or do massive value transfers in Bitcoin. It's just become a lot more accessible. And I guess, if you're putting up a question of exactly what is perfect for payments, Bitcoin indeed is not it, and indeed it's kind of come a little bit away from Satoshi's true vision. But I guess a simple answer is most altcoins are just a lot better for transactions. And I want you guys to put one thing down below. If you had to pick one cryptocurrency for payments, would it be XRP or which crypto would it be? Let me know down below. Okay, for some reason I lost a little bit of footage here, but what I believe that I was going on about was about the fact that Kevin O'Leary and guys of this sort are telling us all to stay away from crypto. And on the opposite side, we're being told every single time that we need the support from Congress to grow as an industry. We need the regulations, we need this, we need that. It's all happening, guys, as we speak. And like I'll explain in just a second, if you're honestly thinking that these guys, all these guys are not already banking on the fact, banking, funny enough, that crypto is the next big thing, I think you're crazy. There's some crazy manipulation in the prices. They don't want the prices to go up just quite yet. And these guys, they'll keep telling you, sell it all, get rid of it all, it's scary, it's scary, it's scary. Well, at the meantime, buying it like crazy. And that's honestly what's happening. And people that are not understanding this, they're just lying to themselves, right? There's a bigger eclipse going on here. But at the end of the day, everybody should understand that even the best of bankers, they're not against crypto. They're not bearish on crypto. Some might say, well, it's a little bit risky, which it is. But essentially, the technology here, it has a logical reason for going up in price right now because of the major crashes that we're seeing. And what I'm talking about with major crashes is what's happening in the banking space right now. It's literally an inverse correlation between the banking space and the Bitcoin/cryptocurrency prices, where the worse it gets, like for example, all today's news with Credit Suisse, the higher the crypto prices are going. It is literally what is happening. You have to understand these behemoths are building in the background, like BlackRock, for example. In their annual letter just now, they gave a couple of takeaways for crypto, but you have to understand they're building so much. They've partnered up with Coinbase to get institutional clients to be able to purchase crypto. They're exploring tokenization of stocks, which is what the CEO Larry Fink just said. And all in all, again, like I said, these major behemoths will tell you, news behemoths that is, like Jim Cramer, Kevin O'Leary, no, stay away from crypto. I just say do the opposite of what most of these guys tell you, because it's about where they put their money, not about what they say. Coinbase former CTO bets $2 million on Bitcoin to reach $1 million in 90 days. Now, even though I'm personally not convinced that that is what's happening next, we are indeed quite potentially on the verge of just literally everything collapsing. And so a lot of people are massively buying Bitcoin in case it does happen. And again, guys, in about 3 days from now, we're going to be getting ourselves the FOMC meeting, which is going to put everything just in a freaking ruckus. Can you just imagine how crazy things are going to get just now? We have a 40% chance of nothing happening and about a 60, let's say just 1/3 of nothing happening and 2/3 of about 25 basis points increase in the interest rate in the US. And again, about 3 more days till this is happening. And I can just now start to imagine how crazy things are about to get because of all this that's going on. It's just absolutely wild. Yeah, also let me know if you guys think things are going to crash like crazy in terms of the banking realm, or if you think all can be saved. I mean, right now we're talking bailout on top of bailout on top of bailout. So much stuff with Credit Suisse about being too big to fail and needing to be bailed out by the government. But yeah, it's an interesting story. And hopefully that was an enjoyable little news update. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow in another one. Peace out.